direct, late, late, but early morning. A lot of news going on out there in the media universe. You got Drake recently doing something with Aiden Ross, a live stream. That was Sunday. They were giving away $1 million, $1 million worth of stuff. Drake was asked some questions by Aiden Ross, pretty interesting, about his new music. Drake might come out with an album, is gonna come out with an album. He's working on something, saying that it slaps. And he was asked what if he was to have a fight with a certain individual, how would he do it? And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, like, comment to the Down to Earth Network. But yeah, Drake was asked the question. You know who it is. How would he fight basically Kendrick Lamar? He mentioned basically in a gym, um, garage, something like garage doors closed. Basically saying private. You would want to fight him in private. I don't know why. You wouldn't want it public. Saying that he wants it private. That's the only way. But you know what? He's good at avoiding certain questions. That's one of the biggest news stories out there right now. Aiden Ross stream, Stake, the gambling site or gambling company Stake, sponsored the stream on Kick. Aiden Ross and Drake were just chopping it up, laughing, doing all types of things. But yeah, that's the news. Drake's coming with a new album. New album. Other news. Let's see what's going on right now. I don't know if I'm gonna pass on to other news, but that's Drake coming out with a new album. He's saying it's gonna slap. Mentioned that on Aiden Ross's stream, right? That he's gonna be dropping a new album from the success of this collaboration album, him and Party Next Door. Now he's gonna come with his own album because the success, he's feeling some success right now. hmm Drake and Aiden Ross. Now, this show you probably been hearing about it, all the politics with No Jumper, right? Adam 22 saying that he's cutting back because he's going broke if he keeps that facility what he has open. But it's really a lot of the politics what's going on with Brick Baby and Loose Cannon. Less up, J Bricks. Yeah, with the Loose Cannon and all this drama on No Jumper with Whack 100, it's crazy. Been saying it a long time ago that the feds always watch everything, including online content. And if you're talking about anything what's street, you just make it easy for the hip hop police. The hip hop police love to go online. It makes it easier. That's a new job. So, what's the name? Adam 22. He's doing all types of changes. He has new guest, new host, because he got his host, Brick Baby, locked up. I never said he got him locked up, but kind of spotlight these guys. Loose Cannon was on the platform, got spotlighted. Whatever they say on No Jumper, it gets spotlighted. Like it or not, it's one of the most popular podcast content on YouTube, so people are watching it. So this is going to change the game in media. It's going to change it a lot because now when people go on podcasts, they're going to really think and be careful what they say because they're trying to use it against these guys right now. I never heard of any other. Well, there's some speculation, evidence against Big U. Big U, though, has been in the streets for a long time. It was going to happen. It was bound to happen. He'd been in the streets for a long time. So going on Vlad, going on No Jumper, um, talking about street politics, it's going to make you get caught because now the technology, social media, makes it more social for the police, which is the hip hop police, to just sit down, eat popcorn, watch, and listen. A lot of it because it's not really artists coming on, for example, No Jumper's platform. It's people who are in the streets. You get what I mean? People in the streets and their characters. I don't know what happened. Well, Brick Baby's an artist. He's actually an artist, but not everybody. So No Jumper, Adam 22. He got new people on. Um, and there's another guy. I think he was called 600. I don't know. These guys have these different names. He was locked up with the whole Rico thing. Came out, start talking on No Jumper, and he went out to some hood day and they locked him up. Right? They locked him up again. So just look on that. This man came out bragging that he's out off of the Rico, and then he was under some conditions, and there's something called Hood Day, right? In LA, uh, Whack 100 mentioned that he should not, like on a podcast earlier, that if uh, that guy goes to this Hood Day, they're gonna go after him, and they went after him. There's all these rumors going around that Whack is a Fed. That's what they're calling him. You know, all types of politics in the podcast game. I gotta keep it on this because this is gonna affect a lot of podcasts, a lot of platforms about what you say on it. This Adam 22 is very big, very very big, right? And that's why it's changing up a lot of things. You're gonna see a lot of changes, but then again, that shall continue. Now we got a guy like Trump with these tariffs. It's probably the biggest news all around the world. How this is making a lot of things go up in prices. It's screwing up a lot of economics. This is his game. But recently, the tariffs that he put on Canada, right? He took a lot of them off, right? And even China's, the one what he hit on China, some big tariffs that he would punish them. But it went it went against them because the electronics, a lot of the electronics America depends on, it would affect America. They would not have access anymore to these things. So he probably really, really thought about what he's doing, right? Someone really had to advise him if we put 120 something tariffs on China, they're going to really hit us back. And they did hit America back. To be continued. Trump is on a crazy, crazy, crazy mission right now with these tariffs. It's hitting all around the world, hitting people with all these tariffs. He's going in and out, putting tariffs on, taking them off. Same thing with this whole TikTok stuff. Saying the previous administration put out something out there, gave a timeline for TikTok to basically change certain things or sell it to America or it will be banned. So this ban was supposed to happen early this month. Before that, it was taken off for one day or a couple hours. Trump brought it back and he extended recently to 75 days or something like that. But the whole thing is America or Trump wants TikTok, China, aka China, to sell TikTok to America or some American company that will benefit them because they think this is the rumor they're using TikTok to spy on America. That TikTok is a spying app. That's what they're accusing um, the people who operate TikTok that it's taking information. They keep changing, going back and forth, saying no, and then people are saying that, right? So Trump is with the tariffs and he's making a lot of countries angry right now, including Canada. It's not the same as Carney, the new prime minister we have has mentioned. It's not the same, the relationship. But that's because Trump. And I'm not surprised because Trump came in to do what he's doing right now. After having just one term, now this is his second term and he doesn't care. So look on that. Okay, other news. Terrence, you know this guy? If you know this guy, actor Terrence Howard. Been around for probably over 20 years on different shows, right? His most popular role, I think it was Hustle and Flow, where he plays a pimp who wants to rap or something like that, inspiration to rap. He's been in Iron Man, right? He's been in a lot of movies, but those are the two biggest, Hustle and Flow and Iron. But recently, he hasn't been doing too much roles, what are very big. But he's become some type of genius, social media genius, with all these scientifical equations and stuff, um, challenging the science community to his, I guess, strategies, what he's came up with or created. But in that whole thing, what he's been doing recently, he's been getting backlash. A lot of backlash. People calling him kind of crazy. Some people agreeing with him. But recently, he talked about Puff Daddy and the after parties or the puff parties, and saying that basically he's accusing, it sounds like it, or he's hinting that at these parties he's witnessed stuff and people are doing funny stuff like what people accuse P. Diddy of. So he's put it out there that he's been at these parties. He's never partaked in nothing, even though he's been at these parties, and kind of hinting that um, your manhood could be, you don't want to be have your manhood taken away. S- So the people been criticizing him because of this, what he has came out with recently about Diddy and the parties and stuff like that, and he's responded saying basically he doesn't like what people been saying and calling his name and using his image. Very angry, very angry. Terrence Howard, he's speaking out a lot, and he doesn't like that people are clowning him because he talked about the whole Diddy situation, saying that he'd been at these parties and never partaken in any of it, but he's witnessed things and all types of stuff. It's Terrence Howard. What else news is out there in the universe, people? Subscribe, like, comment. What else is there? Yeah, Elon Musk, Trump's second, the real president. Elon Musk, the real president of the United States, with the technology. That's why Trump has him. Wants to introduce robots within like 2 3 years and like taking over. He claims robots are gonna take over. This man wants to colonize Mars. He has his own SpaceX, and he wants to do all types of stuff, right? He wants to control the world, I think, because he is the richest man in the world, and he's with one of the most craziest men in the world, and that's Trump, and he's in the government. Believe it or not, Elon Musk is in the government. The richest man in the world is working with Trump, the leader of the free world. That's why they call the American president. Elon Musk is working with him, the richest man in the world. How's Tesla doing? I have a feeling Tesla's going to take a hit because you're with Trump. For the next 3 4 years, Tesla's going to take a hit. China might teach you guys a lesson. You guys better kind of back off of China because with these tariffs, mm-mm, you got to back off. Most of all your stuff, electronics and all that, is made in China. Most of everything. Remember that. So you got Elon Musk, the real president, And you got Trump. Talked about a couple stories here. There's a lot of stuff going on in the news. All types of stuff popping up, right? Certain things don't get covered, certain things do. George Foreman, for example, died like a week ago. I didn't see too much coverage on that. Mm-mm. One of the best heavyweight champions in the world in history, George Foreman. And you didn't hear no one talk about that really. A little bit of posts, but not. This to show you how media has changed the popularity of media and certain stories, right? Not everybody cares, but your people should subscribe, like, and comment. We got a lot of content. Friday night, we're going to have a roundtable D2E, right? With all the other co-hosts, going to be live and direct. But there's a lot of news stories, man. Talking about aliens now. Like I said, back in the days, if you talk about aliens, they say you're crazy, it's a hoax, you watch too much movies. Now, social media is crazy. Now they're talking more about aliens. For a long time, they stopped doing a lot of alien movies, but now they're talking the most about aliens. It makes you wonder, why are they talking about it? You know it's a distraction. Before they're saying you're crazy, like I said, people being abducted, seeing UFOs in the sky. They're promoting that in the media a lot back in the days, and if you believe in it, you're crazy. But now the government is claiming, or they're saying, people are saying the government's claiming there's UFOs and all these files and the camera footage and uh, now there's a story yesterday claiming how a whole bunch of Russia shot down a UFO and it turned a lot of the soldiers to stone. Turn the soldiers to stone, or something like that. Can't believe everything you hear and see. You see how stories could change? First, what, 20 years ago, or even before that, talk about aliens or UFOs, you're crazy. It's a hoax, story, fairy tale. But now, 2025, it's more respected. And if you kind of say people are crazy, they're gonna say you're crazy. It's it's not the same. People really, really believe, and take it to heart more than ever that there is UFOs and aliens. But if there are aliens, who's to say they're not really from here? Why do they have to be from somewhere else? Just look up the definition of aliens. People talk about shapeshifters, and they're from Earth, been living on Earth. What does a shapeshifter look like? When they show the illustration, it looks like a lizard. That looks like an alien. That to me would be an alien. That would be an alien. So it's funny that more and more they're talking about these aliens. Now they just told people that they had the first bunch of ladies, women that went to space. Celebrities. All these celebrities went to space. These females. I don't believe that. They just went into orbit. They didn't go into any space, but and it was only 10 minutes. They're claiming that these women, mostly celebrities, went into space. What a perfect campaign to promote space right now with celebrities. Because it's funny, a lot of people are decoding a lot of these stuff, taking it apart, this whole space stuff. There's the whole battle between globe and flat earth. And now you're seeing a lot of stories. They're talking about the ice wall, and they're talking what's beyond the ice wall, that there's basically another world beyond the ice wall. Like this whole earth and what we think is outer space is not no outer space. It's just all connected into one, just on another side, right? That's too much for some people to take in, the whole flat earth, the real illustration of it. But they've been putting it on the net, especially the gram. You've seen a lot of talk about the flat earth. But if you talk about this stuff, they'll mark it. If it's so wrong, if it's a globe and we're crazy, why is it that it's always um, they put up some type of defense if we are crazy, like how they were saying the aliens before and people are crazy now, they're not crazy. But ever since this whole flat earth talk, they're promoting this whole thing about aliens and now going to space. They're going to have a space hotel in what, 2 years, 2027, there'll be a space hotel, right? All of a sudden, you're going to have this technology that you could just bring a space hotel up there right now, or could fit a lot of people. All of a sudden, you have five ladies or something like that. They just went to space for 10 minutes like that. For what happened to all the space launches for the last 20 years? They haven't shown anybody going to space. Now they're promoting it. Makes you wonder. Just saying. It's kind of funny that they weren't promoting space launches, the rockets, for a long time, but now they are talking, putting celebrities, saying that they're going to space, all types of stuff. I guarantee they have to sign something, right? That they won't say certain things. But these individuals, they're gonna be using to promote this whole space thing, what they're saying. Anyways, like I said, talked about a couple stories. One of the main stories, though, I have to go back to this is this no jumper, because this no jumper thing is affecting, giving, to me, it brings interest, but it's giving podcasts a bad name. This no jumper thing, and I'm bringing it back. It's giving it a bad name right now because, especially in the hip hop culture, they already they tried to prosecute people for the lyrics for music, and, and can't help to know that a lot of, well, Adam 22 show No Jumper, they associated with hip hop culture, even though I don't think it really represents hip hop culture, really, right? It's like Baddies. If you know about Baddies, a reality show, something like that. It's ratchet. That's why it's highlighting the ratchetness. So much that they attract the FBI. This is gonna unravel a lot of things, people. So bless up, everybody. Subscribe, like, comment, whatever. Let me go back to this. It's gonna be interesting. Very interesting. What's gonna be going on in the next couple months in the summer? Hmm. Math Hoffa lost his podcast studio. Now he's streaming a lot. Doesn't matter if maybe he has to do some things, change some things, but most streamers, they're at home. Aiden Ross, Kai Sennett, friggin' academics, even Joe Budden, they all have their own place. So maybe you just have to work with your own place right now, Math Hoffa, and you'll be all right. And then maybe you could come back later with your podcast area. But right now, just keep with the streaming. A lot of people are doing it. Academics is doing it. Aiden Ross is doing it. Kai Sennett is doing it. DDG is doing it, and they're doing it big. You already made a name for yourself. You've done a lot of interviews. Yo, you have time. Do the streaming. But anyways, that was the Down to Earth podcast news. Bless up. We out.